Hello, I'm delighted to be able to bring you the Last Paradise collection. Brand new collection from Yankee Candle for 2021, the first releases of the year. And I'm giving you a quick look at these beautiful labels on these jars up front before I review these. They're absolutely stunning. The best labels that Yankee Candle have done for a few years, I think. And they're really, really evocative. And we're going to go and take a closer look at this collection now. Okay, I'm going to be looking at the Last Paradise collection in detail. These are brand new scents for 2021. Really excited about these. As I showed in the opening picture, these labels are absolutely stunning. These are like the Yankee Candle labels of old. I think if Yankee Candle are the best scented candles in the world, then they should have the best labels. And I'm glad to see that Yankee have gone back to really exotic labels that draw you in. They're quite emotive, and the scents have obviously got to live up to the billing, so that's the big question. We'll have a sniff of these and see if they do, but the labels are absolutely spectacular on these. There is a Last Paradise Part 2 coming out in the UK and Europe in around about April-May time, and those scents, you can actually get them already in gift sets in votives if you want to try them out, but the main scents proper will be coming out April-May time. But these are the first four anyway, and I'm really excited about these. They do live up to the billing. I'll just give you a sneak preview. I'm so in love with these. Let's start with the Last Paradise itself. There we go. The Last Paradise itself is... it has a beautiful picture of, this. I mean, we need escapism these days, don't we? These grim days, and what a perfectly timed collection this is. This Last Paradise here with its beautiful, it's almost like I'm not quite sure what flower that is, but like a hibiscus almost, beautiful flower. Reminds me of a place that we'd love to go on holiday. Wish we could go there now, but Yankee Candle can take us there in our dreams. This one is the most expensive smelling one of the collection, I think. This one has a fruity floral feel to it, but unlike some of the Yankee Candle fruity florals, it feels natural. It doesn't just feel like fruit's been put in there to give it a fruity touch. It feels like the genuine smell of a floral, summery holiday aroma with that kind of atmosphere that you'd get, and almost that kind of smell from a flower, if you know what I mean. And I'm probably not making myself very clear there, but it actually does smell like paradise. There's so much going on in this one, it's incredible. The label's beautiful, I'll say, with that green backdrop against that flower, and a lovely peachy wax colour. It just smells. Let's have a look at this a bit more. It says, "You found paradise at last. Rare and exotic notes of rainforest fruits and flowers lure you into a fragrance experience like no other." Oh, it does have that atmosphere of an exotic holiday, but it's slightly moist. You've got that rainforest feel. So it's not necessarily just hot and burning. It's kind of slightly moist, a jungle feel to it. Beautiful, very complicated scent, this one, and we'll see that right now as we go into a bit more detail. Jungle leaf, green apple and hibiscus in the top notes. So the first bit of fruit you get is from the apple, blends in beautifully. The jungle leaf gives it that kind of safari, kind of rainforesty atmosphere. Then we have osmanthus blossom, wild grass, orchid, mimosa and plumeria. Osmanthus blossom is, I looked this one up, and it actually gives you a peachy, apricot, plummy feel to when it's used in scents. So that gives it that kind of warm fruitiness that underlies that. The mimosa gives you kind of warm and powderiness. So you've got that kind of, the powdery adds a bit more to that kind of jungle leaf atmosphere. There's so much going on in this one. There's actually 11 scent notes in this candle, 11 different scent notes. So the base notes are violet leaf, white musk, and moss. So again, that kind of walking through a jungle feel, at night time on holiday, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Very complex, and I'm sure that's going to be a really popular fragrance for a long time, and not just because of the label either. Wow, where do you go from there? Coconut rice cream. Those of you who saw my sneaky peek video, well, I wasn't particularly enamoured with this one when I smelled it. It's got a kind of desserty, coconutty, ricey picture on this one. Probably the least interesting picture of the four, but it's still pretty nice. And it's kind of got an off-white, slightly pinky toned wax colour, but it doesn't smell as harsh as it did on the sniff cards. This is quite coconut rice cream. It's more pleasant. It's not as harsh. It's not as savoury. It's sweeter. It's perfumier. I don't know how strongly this is going to burn, but it probably doesn't want to burn too, because it has got that savoury feel to it, but not as strong. It's actually quite pleasant. There's a perfume note in there that I really like. I'm not quite sure what it is. Let's have a slightly closer look at this one. It's a sweet, creamy coconut. Sorry, I'll get this right. A sweet, creamy treat with notes of aromatic rice and fragrant coconut, freshly scooped at an island oceanside market. Now, unusually for a scent with coconut in the name, the coconut isn't that prevalent. It's more this perfumey note. And the very slight savoury kind of rice note that was much stronger in the sniff cards. In the scent itself, it's not there. I don't know what it's going to be like burning. We'll see. We have on this one, we have bamboo rice and steamy rice vapour as the top notes. So very much that savoury rice feel rather than a sweet, creamy rice feel. The mid notes are rice coconut and watery floral. So that kind of rice coconut gives it that sweetness, and the watery floral in there, that might be that perfume that I'm picking up. That watery theme's coming through this collection. And the base notes are sandalwood, vanilla, oriental and sea musk. Sandalwood and vanilla. Sandalwood vanilla is one of the most famous Yankee fragrances. That's what I'm smelling. It's the smell of sandalwood vanilla. That, if anybody who loves that classic Yankee Candle, and it's one of the best ever, it's got that in it. That's in the base notes there. Sandalwood and vanilla, oriental and sea musk. So it's a mixture of steamy vapour, cooking rices, sandalwood and vanilla. The sandalwood and vanilla is actually quite strong, which is unusual for a base note. So it's going to be very interesting to see what that one's like burning, coconut rice cream. It's interesting. Let's just say that one's interesting. And now we go to Beach Escape. Now look at that. Just look at that. That's beautiful, beautiful picture there of a sunset beach, and beautiful watery blue wax colour on this. The swing hanging off the palm tree, the sun setting, the golden sand. Oh my goodness, this is just heaven in a picture. And indeed, it's heaven in a scent. This one takes you, whisks you right off to that beach and the water, the waves lapping against your feet. It's so blue, it's so ozony, the clear sky, maybe the watery vapour, the heat. It's just stunning. Let's have a look at the description of this one. Discover a shady spot under the palms to take in the tranquil ocean view. Oh yes, please. Notes of sea air complement florals and woody aromas. The perfect way to reflect on your day in paradise. This one, you'll just drift away. It's stunning. This is the holidays we can't have at the moment. It's wonderful. The notes on this one are ozone and watery green palm in the top. So that just brings you right underneath that palm tree and the sea breeze blowing in on you. You can just drift away. I'd be happy to just talk about this one all day and just keep sniffing it. It's just so wonderful. Then we have sea isle, moogway, jasmine and dandelion in the middle. So those kind of floral notes, that ocean blossom feel coming into you. And the base notes are barley, grass, musky and woody. So again, it just brings you in that kind of feel of the palm trees around you. But Yankee fans of old, if you remember a beautiful fragrance called Turquoise Sky, this isn't a billion miles away from it. It's not Turquoise Sky. Perhaps it's more complex than what Turquoise Sky was, but it's very much in that vein. It's a strong, blue, watery beach, fantastic, fantastic fragrance. Beach Escape, huge favourite already among the fans from the few who've got this collection early. Huge favourite of mine, love it. Going to immediately go out and buy backups of these. Certainly these three, I can't wait, to get backups of these. One jar's not going to be enough. I've only got this one in the medium. I've got to get a large one. And for the grand finale, we come to Bora Bora Shores. Now look at that for a label. That's just, again, these horrible times we're in, that's the perfect escapism. Looking at a sunset on a tropical island, just somewhere in your dreams, paradise in your dreams. It's where we all want to be. We all want to be in paradise. We can get there with Yankee Candle, and very aptly timed release for these candles at the moment. Bora Bora Shores with that stunning, islands in the sea on a beautiful sunset, a lovely violet, I think that it's more lilac-y, isn't it? Wax colour, and it just has such emotion to it. But does the smell live up to its billing? Let's see. It does. Again, this is another one that smells so much nicer than from what I had from the preview cards. These are the real scents now. Oh, and it's soft and beautiful and sweet and musky and powdery and sandy. It's that evening stroll out on holiday, somewhere exotic. The beautiful smells of somewhere tropical, a slight fruitiness, a slight sweetiness, a muskiness. Absolutely heaven. Bora Bora Shores. Walk along the unspoiled shores, enjoying the soft scents of sweet fruits, tropical floral notes, while the sun reflects off the shore with a rosy glow. So it has that evening warmth. When you're on holiday and you've got those lovely warm evenings, you can feel that, and that beautiful musky sweetness that it's got to it. It's incredible. Bora Bora Shores is lemon sugar, kumquat leaf even, and hibiscus water in the top notes. So sweet, how clever is that? The sweetness of lemon sugar mixing in with leaf and watery hibiscus in the top. Beautiful. Then we have Manai flower, Bora Bora blossom, freesia and papaya in the middle. So fruity, sweetness of freesias, the fruitiness of papaya. Manai flower, now that's an interesting one. That's from the petals of Tahitian gardenias. And for years, hundreds of years, Polynesians have been taking these gardenia petals, putting them in water and using them as a scent. It's only in recent times that fragrance creators have discovered that you can use Manai flower in fragrances and taken this essence of these gardenia petals and put them in here. Absolutely wonderful. What do they smell like? Creamy and sweet. They bring out a creamy sweetness again, so that underpins with that freesia. Absolutely stunning. So again, so something that's really been a real on-trend note in this fragrance to bring it right up to date, but with a real sense of history too. The base notes of Bora Bora Shores, I'm losing my thread here we go. Blonde woods, sugar cane and fruity musk. So that is that muskiness, the sweetness of the sugar cane. So it is a sweet fragrance, but it's not cloyingly sweet. There's enough going on with the kumquat leaf, the hibiscus water, the musk, the blonde woods, the Bora Bora blossom, the papaya. So it's not, but even though it's got that freesia, the sugar, and the sugar cane in it too, it's not only, but it's beautifully sweet evening fragrance. I really love these. Can't wait to get more of them. That's the Last Paradise Part 1. Let's have a quick repack. These are so good that I've got to go through them again. The best Yankee Candle collection, I think personally, for at least 2 to 3 years, definitely. This has got me right back, really enthusiastic. The labels, the scents that live up to the labels, it was hinted at when I did the preview. These are exceptional scents, these. Beautiful, beautiful Lost Paradise. A strong floral with a natural fruitiness underpinning it. The coconut rice cream, the mystery fragrance of the collection. It's sweet, it's sour, it's sandalwood vanilla. It's sandalwood vanilla with the barest hint of coconut to it. Steamy sandalwood vanilla, very interesting that one's going to be. Beach Escape, my personal favourite. A lot of it is soapy, it's blue, it's watery, it's stunning. Yeah. Classic Yankee fragrance, very welcome return for something that's as similar as Turquoise Sky that used to be a really popular scent. And Bora Bora Shores, fruity, musky, sweet, complex, wonderful, stunning collection. The Last Paradise, absolutely brilliant. Can't wait for part 2. Thanks for watching, and I hope that helped. Thanks, bye.